We are now ready to start our second dish. Here's what you're going to need for the jicama summer salad. 1 cup of jicama, 1 roasted red bell pepper. We've got yellow today. We also need 1 roasted green bell pepper, 3 ears of roasted sweet corn, 2 cups of green beans, 1/4 cup of sunflower seeds, 1/2 cup of sauteed acorn squash, 1 tablespoon of white wine vinegar, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 1/2 of a shallot, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of dark chili powder, 1 garlic clove, a lemon, and a little salt and pepper to taste. And you have already diced up our acorn.
Yes, I did. And the bell pepper.
Yep. So I'm going to start sauteing that. And I want you to talk about jicama.
Jicama. This is jicama. Jicama is referred to as another way as like a Mexican turnip. It's a tuber. It's related to the potato family. That's what's important about this. But what's fun about it, it has a it's like a cross between an apple and a potato. It has that firm, juicy bite of an apple, but it has the texture of a potato.
So how do you julienne it?
You can eat it raw, or you can eat it cooked. Okay, so the way we're going to prepare this particular one is we're just going to slice them down. And this is how I do it, and I don't know how anybody else does this, but just to alleviate the time to actually peel it, I'll just cut around it like this, and then I'll just go ahead and run my knife right smoothly along it like that.
Okay.
So you can have like nice big chunks, then you can cut it in half again like that, and then just pop it in the bowl like that.
Freddie, I have to ask you, was I supposed to add some olive oil before I saute this?
You can add some in now.
Okay, my mistake. I apologize.
Yeah, not a problem.
Okay, because I'm thinking to myself, this is way too dry. There's not enough juices in this acorn. Okay, so now we've got, I just added a little bit.
Just a little.
Okay.
We just want a nice little crust. We're not fully cooking the squash and the bell peppers.
We're just softening it?
Yes, we're just softening it. And so you can get that bite in there.
Right. Yes. And that's another thing, too, because I'm looking at all these ingredients thinking, this would be delicious even if you were to just eat it raw.
Raw, precisely.
And crunchy. But you like a little tenderness to it.
I like a little tenderness in it because I think it's a really good way to fix salads up, to work with salads. Because we always tend to think salads nothing but green leaf and vinaigrette, things in that nature.
Right.
But when we add cooked product in there, it just kind of makes it a little better. And for a summer salad also, a cooked summer salad doesn't seem to make sense, but it's very fresh and light. And that's what kind of we're going to bring to the table here with this particular salad.
I'm a fan of the ingredients. This sounds wonderful.
Oh, this is a very healthy salad. I came up with this recipe when I had to do a healthy cooking class. And they wanted something different. They just didn't want a garden salad. They just didn't want things in that particular nature. So they wanted me to help people utilize the produce section in the grocery store. Because people tend to forget there's a produce section in the grocery store nowadays. So I think when you look for the jicama or the acorn squash, it really does help you look for certain ingredients and just change things up in your kitchen a little.
Now, am I sauteing the jicama with the acorn?
No. You're just going to let this, remove this and let it cool down a little.
Is this good enough?
Yes, that's good enough. And then I had blanched some green beans here.
Yes.
Can you check that, make sure it's not boiling too much?
Yeah, that's the other posole that we made as kind of like a swap out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Magic of TV.
I know, but this one that we just made in the first segment looks great.
Yeah, coming together.
Okay,
so
we added the blanched green beans.
We blanched this one. Blanching is simply just add your green beans in boiling water with salt and then flash it by ice water.
Ice cold water.
Ice cold water. Okay, so while you go ahead and add that while I get our vinaigrette ready.
Okay. Add the corn to the rest of the jicama and the green beans.
Oh, and this is how acorn squash looks. If you're not familiar with how acorn squash looks, it looks like a green acorn. So, okay, now look, we're going to add our lemon. And
this corn, was this frozen or how did you
I used frozen corn.
Okay.
I know the recipe calls for fresh corn.
Right.
But, you know, sometimes you just don't have the time to be cutting the kernels off the corn cob.
Exactly.
And this is a good way to help people make this salad quickly at home.
And we're always looking for shortcuts, just as time savers.
And then we have some grilled bell peppers there if you want to add that in there.
Okay. Do I need to dice this up or is
No, they're actually I found that in one of the specialty sections in the market, where they're kind of like parts of the bell pepper that just seems to be remnants, so they're already in small dices.
They're already cut?
Yeah.
How much do you want?
Just put enough for color, so probably like about 10 of them.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
And you're dicing away at some shallots, which has a much more of a mild taste than an onion.
Yep. And then I'm going to add my little garlic in here.
And we're making the dressing right now for this jicama salad.
Yeah.
And you call it the Three Sister.
Three Sisters. Three Sister is a cute term. It is. It's a cute term. People tend to think about companion farming. Oops.
Right.
Companion farming. Let me get a napkin over here.
Okay.
And what companion farming is just basically farmers using other products and other nutrients from other plants.
Okay.
For example, the beans, the corn stalk, they would just wrap the bean vine around the corn stalk, so you have a bean stalk wrapped in a corn stalk.
Okay.
But the nitrogen in the roots of the bean fertilize the roots. And then the squash leaves have little thorns.
Prickly things,
keep the bugs away.
Okay.
That's why they call it Three Sisters.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Well, right now, look at my salad. Freddie, this looks great.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, and again, we just added the hominy at the very end.
At the very end.
And the roux as well.
And the roux.
And you garnished it with a little cilantro?
A little cilantro. Remember with the roux, don't make it too thick like a thick gravy. You don't want that. That's not what a roux is for. It's just to give a little texture and a little fullness in your mouth.
This has just a hint of heat on the back end of your tongue. It is really good. And you know, I'm a huge fan of the hominy.
Yeah.
The broth is delicious.
If you're not familiar with hominy, it has a texture and flavor of garbanzo beans.
Yeah, but honestly, I think it's better. I like it more. Okay, and I gotta try the jicama.
Nice, fresh, and light.
The sweetness from the corn, crunchiness from the jicama, so delicious.